true, true,
True.
Yeah. Let's go.
True.
What's good? Solo in the building early. Good morning, Solo. How you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? You know, I've been doing I always say I'm doing good because that's my mental attitude. My mental attitude only allows me to communicate positivity over my life. You feel me? So when people say, "How you doing? What you been up to?" That answer is always going to be somewhere on the lines of, "I'm doing good. All is well. Doing better than I deserve. Yep, I'm still hanging in there. I'm doing great." Those are all the feelings that you're going to hear come from me. My mind won't allow me to just naturally trauma dump on people after what should be an innocent question, right? How you feeling? Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't know how I'm gonna chat. Listen, definitely don't trauma dump on me. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, I'm cool, right? Or if it's somebody who's close to you, I'm figuring it out. That let them know, listen, everything may not be peaches and cream, but we at least got some ingredients. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make something shake out of nothing. You feel me? So how are y'all doing today? I needed that coffee. I told you guys before that my schedule could start getting a little, I won't say shaky. I'll just say it'll adjust again, right? Because when I first started my journey, shout out to me being on this platform, slowly approaching 5 months now, and I've been consistent. Regardless of how many times I have to shift my schedule, it's all about consistency, and that's what I always say. It doesn't matter. None of that other stuff matters. It doesn't matter if you had to take a week off, if you had to shift your stream schedule from night to morning or morning to night, or if you had to go from, I love streaming on Monday, but now I can only stream on Wednesday, or I can only stream on Thursday. It don't matter, chat. It does not matter, right? Such is life, right? With all things, I mean, it's not a race. It is a marathon. It's a marathon. So it's all about consistency. If you, in your heart of hearts, feel like you're being consistent, then that's what the consistency is, right? You don't owe anyone anything. Like if you're on the verge of being a breakout streamer, you're a huge streamer, and you feel like I need to show up for my folks. This is a vital time. You're making a partner push or whatever the case is, understandable. But if you just streaming, if you're like me, you're going from zero to hero, you're going to do what you do. Consistency is the most important thing. So yeah, that's how things have been going. I have been grinding. I've been working. And with some of those things, because as you know, I am a worker bee, right? I'm a 9 to 5er. Sometimes things change and you got to adjust. So that's what we're doing. And that's what we're going to continue to do. But today, chat, once I actually, I guess, get some of this stuff organized, right? Y'all know what I want you guys, W's in the chat if you're just like a Pokemon expert. Is anyone here a Pokemon expert? Anybody? Bueller, right? Let me shift some stuff around. Is anyone here, chat, a Pokemon expert? And that could be in different areas. Maybe you're good at the trading card game. Maybe you are just well-rounded and knowledgeable of the actual Pokemon themselves, right? What are you good at? What are you knowledgeable of? What are you knowledgeable of, chat? I got to work on these cords. I did, like I told you guys before, I updated my phone, but now I have a bunch of these cords everywhere, and they serve no purpose. At least most of them do not serve a purpose. So for now, I'm here because it's really just in the way. It's really just in the way. I'm shifting stuff around. I got to get organized again. All right. There we go. Now we cooking. Now we are cooking. I'm going to try not to break my tripod. There we go. Now we're cooking. So as you see, if you ever read my titles, help me learn about Pokemon. I used to be a beast. When it came down to the original 152 Pokemon, listen, I knew what I was talking about, chat. I knew all of them like the back of my hand, right? I knew all of them, chat. Let's switch gears really quick. I knew absolutely all of them. I was a beast, but now I've been so far removed that I honestly can't say that I know really many beyond a couple or a few outside of the original big dogs, right? Number 1, number 4, number 7. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. And if I still have any of my knowledge remaining, I think Pikachu is 25. Is Pikachu number 25, chat? Look at your boy. Look at your boy, chat. Listen. The fact that I knew Pikachu is number 25 lets you know I still have some knowledge in there. And if I'm not mistaken, we can load all these up, but number 150 should be Mew, right? And somewhere in the upper 140s, maybe 148, is probably what? Dragonite, Articuno, Zapdos, right? Let's see, chat. Articuno 144, Snorlax 143. 150 is Mewtwo. Oh, 151 is Mew. Okay. Yeah, Dragonite. I knew Dragonite was right before Mew and Mewtwo. I knew that. And then this is when you get into the next. Yeah, I know a couple. You know, Chikorita. Yeah, Cyndaquil. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Moltres, 146, 145, Dratini, Dragonair. Okay, 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 okay. And would I be true, chat? Would I be true? Would I be the true you have come to know and love if I didn't at least have some sort of guide? I told you I got ultimate guides for everything. If I didn't have some sort of guide, would you even believe I was the real true? If I didn't have some sort of guide, chat. Doesn't matter what it is, some sort of guide. Listen, this is the guide to legendary and mythical Pokemon. Feel free to ask me if there's something specific in here. But yeah, I know. We got Pokemon cards. These are Pokemon cards. And these are Pokemon cards. Right, chat? I think y'all be upset to see how this stuff is organized. Because we have two boxes here. And then we have two books here. But the organization is just absolute garbage. Absolute garbage, chat. So first, let me see. Let me see here for a second. Let me see how I want to do this. Because I kind of want to get this camera over here set up. But maybe for now, what I'll do, just for the moment, I'll do this. Just for the moment. Just for the moment. Let me do this for the moment. Let me see. Okay. No. You can stay down right there. You can stay down. Stay down right there. Okay, cool. I think that's good enough for right now. All right. Here we go. Here we go, chat. We're going to transition again. We're going to transition again. Voila, magic. Okay. So why? This is a view that I need. Shout out to Pay in the building. Y'all get y'all emotes ready. We got to run this music because as y'all know, our soundboard is going to change soon. So for now, let's appreciate what we have. Shout out to Pay. Let's go. Turn up, chat. So if you just joined us, welcome. You have now volunteered yourself to teach your boy True about Pokemon cards. If this is your first time hearing this, your boy True does have hella Pokemon cards. They're not organized, not one bit. There are a lot of them. And my son, this is my son, you know, he organizes however he organizes, but his organization is absolute garbage. And we need to get it just a little better. We need to get it a little better. Because we got hell of cards. Like, first of all, chat, look at this. Look at this. That is a holographic Venusaur. Somebody tell me what website you use. How do you know how much this stuff is worth? Look at these. Like, bro, this gotta be like, You know what I'm saying? Like, you want that card. Bro, look how many cards I have, Pay. Look, just, you see this? This is why this stuff needs to be organized. Because you see this whole stack of cards right here? This is just one of many stacks, obviously. But this stack in particular, besides, I think, this top one, these are all holographic cards. These are all holographic cards. And for holographic cards to just be sitting in a stack the way they are is actually insane. I mean, they're not bent or anything like that, but I mean, they're just sitting in a stack. Like, look at this. This is... Hey. W Ice. Let's go. Let's go. Turn up, chat. Turn up, chat. Chat, y'all gotta turn up. Turn the fuck up, chat. Y'all come at the right time. Y'all have absolutely come at the right time. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to that raid. The guy knows what he's doing, right? Well, welcome everyone. We are here and you have officially volunteered yourself to teach your boy True. I'm True. If you're new here, I'm True Keyman. You can call me True. But you volunteered to teach me a little bit about Pokemon. A little bit about Pokemon cards, right? You have voluntold yourself that, hey, let's show up for True. He's talking about Pokemon over there, right? I mentioned before, I'm aware of the first 150 Pokemon and then a scattered many beyond that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was definitely fire as well. But we need to get some of these organized because the fact that these cards are sitting out here like this in stacks, this stack would actually, this probably will make some people furious. Look at this. Chat, look at this. Look at this. And I'm positive we probably have more somewhere, but there is probably a gold mine of stuff in here that absolutely needs to be sorted, right? So if you collect Pokemon cards, what's the first thing that you would do? In my head, because I used to have a book when I was younger and I had all 150. Yep, all 150. Me and my little sister still talk about it every time we meet up. It's like, bro, we know we had that holographic Charizard. We know we had the holographic Blastoise. We know we had the holographic Venusaur. Where are they? Right? Where are they? Where are they, chat? Where are they? What would y'all do first? Y'all would separate holographic cards from non-holographic cards, right? That's the first thing. And look, we got, what are these? Pogs. And then these are probably stickers. Yep, that I can probably put. I could probably put some of these stickers on my sticker door. I have a sticker door, chat. I have a sticker door. If you guys want to see the ones that are right here in this case, like I told you, we got 2 books as well. Right here. Right here. We got two books as well. One of these books is already like filled up. The organization in it is crap. Let me go full screen real quick so I can show you guys. The organization is treacherous, but the book is filled up, right? And there's all types of, it's holographic, it's regular, they're mixed in. This book, I don't know if this is just like what the organization is with this. Again, my son is doing the organization. This is a bunch of psychic stuff in here. I don't know. I don't know. If I have to go get new books to start a new organization thing, I will. But that's crazy. So let's look at some of the ones in my hand. And if y'all guys, again, if you know, chat, if you know about a website that we can check to see what the value of some of these cards are, let me know. Because look at the ones I have in my hand right here. Hold up. Let's see. Let's switch it up. Let's switch up the view. We need to switch up the view. Let's switch up the view. Let's go back to this view. Okay. So there's a Venusaur. Right? Again, in very good condition. If y'all been here before, this isn't the first time y'all heard me talk about Pokemon cards, but y'all should know what I have. One card that is in the best condition of all cards, and it's right here in this box up here, and that is a Pikachu. Here's a Kilowattrel, right? Doxbun, is that how you say that one? Doxbun? Y'all gotta teach me. These are all holographic too. Bruxish. The Executor. What number is Executor? Let's see. Let's add this one in the top. All right, Executor, if I'm not mistaken, okay, 103. So Executor is 103, chat. Bro, Executor is 6'7", 264 pounds. What? And the funny thing about Executor is it goes from execute, which is a pile of eggs, to Executor, which is not eggs. Executor is not eggs, chat. They're actually coconuts. We got Black Kyurem. We got another Kilowattrel. Do we have two of these? Oh, we got two of these, chat. We got two of these. Could have more, but we got two of these. Oh, I might have to put one of these to the side. We might have to do a giveaway or something. How much is that worth? How can we find out how much is that worth? Let's see. I could probably just type it in Google. Ooh, look at that one, chat. Fire's in the chat. Fire's in the chat. Hold up, 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 chat.
Big man blast stories, 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 big man blast stories.
Yo, that song is hard. I might have to listen. I might have to get a sound. I might have to figure out because some of these sounds need to be added to the Stream Deck. And if it gets muted for that 2 seconds, listen, that's a Blastoise. We got, so far, we got two of the original. That's two of the original right there, chat. When I say original, I'm talking about, number 1, number 4, and number 7. Right? Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. We got two of them right there. Technically, chat, listen. This is a little secret between us. Listen. Come here. Come close. Hold on. Come close, chat. Let me tell y'all this secret. I'm going to tell y'all this secret. I'm going to show y'all this one time. This is something that y'all probably don't know about True, but I have a lot of Charizards, right? They come from all over the place. But this is one thing people don't know. When it comes to, I always keep that fire on me, chat. I always keep that fire on me. Keep that fire on me, chat. What y'all? Yeah, that's just a little random thing about me, right? So if you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Your boy True keep that fire on him, chat. That's random. When somebody discovered that one day, they were talking, having a conversation about Pokemon. I'm like, listen, I keep that fire on me. All right? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. All right, let's get back to it. What is gouging fire? Gouging fire. And then I got Amulet of Hope and a Slakoth. All right, let's see if we can find like TGC Player Marketplace. Okay. So we can type it in here. So Kilowattrel. This is EX. Yeah. On here it basically says like barely like $1. High sale price is like $2. But I think that's I'm pretty sure that's the same card, chat. I'm pretty sure that's the same card. I won't go through and value all these now, but let's look up. We gotta look up at least Blastoise, because that's an EX2. What is the what's this EX series? What's this all about? EX. Blastoise EX. I think it's this one. Right. And then the Venusaur. Venusaur. What is Venusaur EX and Blastoise EX Premium Collection? Oh, I guess you can buy the whole thing. Maybe that's what we have. Maybe we have this collection. Maybe that's where a lot of these came from. That's it right there. EX is like a powerful version of the original, based on Pokemon TCG. Shout out to Ice. If they're defeated, you get 2 points instead of 1. Okay, now we're talking games. Shout out to that. So this is a stack right here. This stack is all holographic cards. These little stacks here are like, this is crazy, because some of these are like not even on the right side. And I probably should start now splitting up the energies from the regular cards and then the trainers, right, chat? Because what we want to do is we want to really start getting some of these organized. And honestly, I don't have to, like, maybe it could be easier to flip them all around. I do actually have meetings today, so I want to get through some of this. Let's just organize it for now. Fan Rod, I mean, that's a... Hold up. Who's this guy? Electivire. Chat, what's the chances of like having a pile of cards like this and having a rare card just sitting in there that you weren't aware of? What's the chances of that? Is that like a low chance or what? What type of cards are people searching for? I know when I go to Miss Jordy, I think she was looking for like, she liked collecting like the different Lapras cards. So these are the those already in cases. These are trainers. These are energies. And I'm going to separate them too by like holographic too. That's based on the mobile game. Okay, shout out to that. Yeah, because I've always been one that's like, yo, holographic cards need to be separated out, especially if you're tracking like the value of cards, because typically the holographic cards are going to be worth more. Holographic cards are more rare than your regular cards, right? Umbreon. What I want to do also like later is I need to I'm going to create like a itinerary, or at least a draft itinerary of how I want to move around at TwitchCon, because TwitchCon next week, chat. 1 week from today, Dragonite. As we learned, Dragonite is number 149. Another Dragonite. Another Roaring Moon. Oh no, that's Roaring Moon. The other one was something fire. Yeah. I told you, chat, look. Because half of these Charizard cards are probably worth... I mean, they're probably worth absolute nothing. Like, look how many... Look. Exactly. Mewtwo, then Mew. Look at this, chat. I told you, like, there's probably an abundance of, like, Charizard cards here. But I know everyone doesn't have a Charizard card. Maybe we'll do a giveaway with one of those. Because sometimes it ain't the value is in the eye of the beholder, right? Sometimes the value is worth more for people to just have it versus like, oh, I'm keeping it because I want to sell it to someone, right? Sometimes the value is in knowing that you have the card and adding it to your collection. So these are sorted. Bro, is this a card that is absolutely crumbled? Quagsire, one of them. This card is like bent way up, chat. Okay. So I said this pile is sorted, right? Okay, so let's put this up here. These are sorted piles. These two. And then trainers. That's a sorted pile. And then energies. There we go. Let's at least flip the top card around. Okay. Cool. These are technically sorted too, but these are all holographic cards right here. All right, so let's get back to sorting some more. Pokemon World Championships 2023. Look at that. That's a whole different. All right. Back to sorting. I'm just sorting between the quote unquote regular cards versus energy cards versus like trainers and holographics. If there's any card I should be looking for, chat, let me know in the chat so I can keep an eye out for it. Any card I should be keeping my eye out for. That was a non-holographic Kilowattrel. And these are, it says, use this code to unlock your online reward. Pokemon.com/redeem. Log on, use this code within Pokemon TCG Live to expand your online card collection. This code can be used only once. So you can get online. You can get online cards too. I have a lot of these. Yes, sir. Miss G, welcome to the chat. So we're sorting because we have a lot of them and they're not sorted at all. They're just like, they just get opened up and then put into a pile. So there's a lot. And you guys, including you just volunteered yourself to teach me whatever you know. So whatever you know about Pokemon cards or Pokemon, don't hesitate to put it right in the chat. Should I be looking out for a specific card? Should I be organizing the cards a specific way? You let me know. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just turning them all the same direction. And then I'm organizing based off of regular cards, energy cards, trainer cards, holographic cards. And that's the same up here. I'm just going through the different piles because I have two boxes of cards, and then I have two books which may or may not be slightly organized, but two books. I even have these small books too. These little small books, some of them have cards in them, right? These little books right here, chat. Y'all see these little books, right? There's probably, look, some of them have cards in them. There's, of these little books, chat, there's probably 20 of these around my house, just in random places. But yeah, we gotta get this organized. Okay, so that's holographic. So yeah, let me know. Like I said, in the time in which I grew up, I'm familiar with the original 150. I'm very familiar with the original 150. So much so I even remembered some of their actual numbers. Like I literally remembered that Pikachu was number 25. That's crazy. But if y'all want to know, again, because there's a lot of cards here, and they're in good condition. But as I mentioned before, there's one card that's in the best condition of all. Only facts I know in Pokemon is that it took 20 years before Ash became a Pokemon master. That's facts. And I actually have all the gym badges. That's a really random fact. That's a really random fact, chat. Yes, I have I have all of the gym badges. So I too myself am a Pokemon master, technically. I got the gym badges off of Amazon, but I do own them. And you know, every now and again, y'all don't get to see it, but every now and again I do wear a suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit of a professional. I wear a suit And sometimes I might throw in one of my gym badges. On very rare occasions do I come across another adult that sees me in a suit and they see me wearing a gym badge and they recognize it. Because I basically, can I say I collect lapel pins? I guess at this point I can say I collect lapel pins. I have a lot of them. I collect lapel pins too, chat. I do a lot of things with my adult money. A lot of childish things with my adult money. Executor. You know what I used to have back in the day too? So I told y'all earlier, me and my sister, every time we get together, we talk about how we had all 150 Pokemons in order in notebooks, including a holographic Charizard, holographic Blastoise, holographic Venusaur. But a card that I know I had in there too, which was the heaviest card in the book, chat. I also had the gold-plated Mew card. So when Pokemon 2000 came out and you went to the movie theater and you were like one of the first, they gave you this gold-plated Mew card. Was it Mewtwo? Oh, it was Mewtwo. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Let me go full screen so y'all can see this. This is the gold-plated Mewtwo. If you've never seen it, this is the gold-plated Mewtwo. That's the gold-plated Mewtwo. I know for a fact I had it. My sister had one as well. How do we know we had it? Because it was one of the few times where my mom took us to the movie theater. We were so pressed to go see Pokemon 2000, and we convinced my mom to take us to the movie theater, which was a rare occurrence, chat. It was a rare occurrence, but we went to the movie theater, and not only did we have a great time seeing Pokemon 2000, we actually got a gold-plated Mewtwo card. Yep. Ask anybody who was there. If you know, you know. If you were around during that time, then you know. That is not a lie. They were giving them out at what used to be called Beltway Plaza, Greenbelt Mall. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you're from, may determine what you refer to that mall as. But that's where we went. Because that mall used to have 2 movie theaters in it. It used to have 2 movie theaters, chat. It used to have what we called a kids movie theater, because it was the one that showed all the kid movies and stuff like that. All ages welcome. And then they had what we used to refer to as the adult theater, which the adult theater wasn't even showing the Pokemon movie. You had to go to the kid theater for that one. The adult movie was showing regular old real life movies. Some rated R movies you needed to have a parent or someone over the age of 17 with you or whatever to see it. 17, 18, whatever the age was. Bro, look at this card. Hold up. Chat. This is funny. This is funny to me. Look at this card, chat. This is a Dugtrio, right? Let me get my other cards back on screen real quick. Let me get my other stuff back on screen. Okay, hold on. All right. Here's a Dugtrio. Chat. Why did this Dugtrio have on wigs? This looked like I took my kids to where did we go? Sky Zone, and they had a little photo booth in there, and then you could put all these filters on, and we chose a filter and it put wigs on all of us, I'm gonna have to show y'all the picture, but that's what we look like in the picture. Me and my 2 sons with these wig filters on. Dugtrio, Pokemon number 51. Dugtrio is 2'4", 73.4 pounds. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. Yeah, shout out to that. So I do have some work to do in a little bit, so I'm gonna go through these, get it slightly organized. But this ain't gonna be the end of it. I'm gonna tap back in later, and we're gonna continue to organize some of this stuff, because this is crazy. And y'all gotta let me know again what I need to be looking out for. Is anything special, chat, I should be keeping my eye out for? Ponyta. Hold up. Switch my view back. I'm getting better at this studio mode too. Getting better at the studio mode. Okay, these are all energies. I can put those there. Yeah, there we go. Anybody else out there a Pokemon master? Or anybody out there with a lot of Pokemon cards, whether they're organized or unorganized? Energies, trainers. These are all energies. These are all trainers. These are all holographic. These are all holographic. These are holographic, but already in cases. And these are more regular cards. Let's put the Dugtrio at the top. Okay. And keep it going. When I was a child, this was my favorite energy card. Because if y'all know, like, Psychic Pokemon do damage. You know what I'm saying? And I think it has to do with Mewtwo, how Mewtwo was basically just destroying folks. Another holographic. Mewtwo was doing straight up damage. Like, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Mewtwo like, are you my mother? And they were like, nah, boss. I'm not your mom, like, at all. I'm just like not your mom. Who created me? Where did I come from? Mewtwo was lost as hell. Where did I come from? Where did I come from, chat? They were like, bro, some dude cooked you up. They cooked you up, boss. And he was like, so you mean to tell me that fucking nobody? I belong to nobody? I'm just a mistake? Bro started wilding out. Like, Mewtwo, calm down. Calm down. Oh, yeah. So we got a lot of those, and these are, I don't even know what Pokemon that is. I can barely tell. But that's, there you go. These are like Pogs. Japanese Pog. See, some of these things, right? I might just have to slide 1 or 2 of these in my bag just to have it with me at TwitchCon. Because if I'm not mistaken, they do have, I think they're having a trading card / nerd gaming portion or something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get into everything. I gotta create the itinerary. But yeah. Oh, let me show y'all the most rare card I got real quick. Not rare. I mean, it's the most pristine. That's this one. Gem Mint 10 Pikachu. Graded card. It's the only graded card I own right there, chat. Shout out to that. It's the only graded card that I have. But yeah. Okay, let me put this back. So I'm gonna organize some more of this stuff. Later. I gotta go through the books and stuff as well. But for now, let me go back full screen on y'all real quick. But for now, I do need to go ahead and I need to go do some work, chat. And I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later. But I'm gonna raid out. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all giving me some knowledge, dropping gems on me. We're gonna run it back later, but for now, y'all stay up. Y'all stay live. We're gonna raid out. Appreciate y'all. I gotta figure out what the official TCG rules are. That's one thing I do have to do. We got Solo going live. We're going to raid Solo. Everybody get prepared to show Solo some love. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's a lot to learn, Ice. We're going to get there, though. It's a marathon, not a race. This is our step one in our Pokemon journey. This is step one. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all get them emojis ready. Them emotes. Emote the chat.